Hello and welcome to Everett Merchants Baseball. I'm Sean O'Connor, the voice of the Everett Merchants. It's rivalry night here at Everett Memorial Stadium as the Seattle Studs come to play the Everett Merchants for the lead in the Pacific International League. The Seattle Studs fresh off a PIL victory 14-6 over the Northwest Honkers. Your Merchants finally ends that 8-game losing streak 10-1 over the Honkers on Thursday night. Starting lineup for your Everett Merchants. Starting on the mound is Calvin Kershoff. Leading off is Max Nealon at shortstop. Cole Kramer's at second base. Jordan Justice in left field, and Jackson Swim cleaning things up in right field. Brody Ponte is at first base. Teddy Bishop, the designated hitter. Austin Owens is the backstop, hitting seventh. Riley Quinn at the hot corner, hitting eighth. And Jackson Ramstead, the lefty bat, in center field. For the Seattle Studs, Jacob Bradley will get the start on the mound. Landon Riker leads off, followed by the second baseman Kyle Strash. Chase Anderson at shortstop, Thomas Wheeler at right field. Kyle Bowe hits cleanup, or rather hits fifth in left field. Michael Sikolas plays first base, hitting fifth. Sixth hitter is Charlie Larson, the third baseman. Peter Furia behind the dish. And Kyle Rodriguez, the DH, hitting ninth.
Landon Riker.
Now don't sound so excited for them, or for us. They're busy. So speak kind of mellow for them, but for us, do the same.
Calvin Kershoff starting for your Merchants. One start in league play. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, both earned, 3 ERA on the season. The first pitch to Riker is outside for ball 1. Riker in conference play, 8 games, hitting .400 on the season, a great bat. And 2-0 quickly the count on Landon Riker. Kershoff, only 1 start in league play. He has 3 overall in the season. The 2-0 is outside quickly, 3-0.
Come on, Landon.
Kershoff in 3 starts, 13 innings pitched. He's allowed 10 runs, 8 of them earned, 5.53 ERA, and that is a 4-pitch walk to lead off the ball game. I bring up Kyle Strash. Kershoff has struggled
To the plate now for the Studs.
issuing free passes.
Second baseman, wearing number 4, Kyle Trash.
That was his 9th walk on the season. He has struck out 11 on 14 hits, 1-2 record. First pitch to Strash, bunt shown, ball inside, 1-0. 5 straight balls to start the ball game. Strash in league play, .345 batting average, another great bat at the top of this Studs lineup. Bunt shown, he gets it down. Kershoff gloves it, only play to first base. A sacrifice bunt moves the runner over. Merchants getting out by the runner in scoring position for Seattle. We'll bring up Chase Anderson.
Stepping to the plate now, it's a cleanup. Stepping to the plate now, third man to the batting order, number 31, Chase Anderson.
All right, Bank.
I'm so excited.
Anderson, another good solid bat at the top of the lineup. .364 hitter. Runner on at second base, 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Low and away for ball 1. Everett Merchants will play their next 5 games here at Everett Memorial. A pair of league games tomorrow and Wednesday, and a weekend set Saturday, Sunday here at Everett Memorial. The 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. Kershoff struggling with his command early. And a dangerous team to do that against. Quickly, 3-0. And already a little bit of movement in the Merchants bullpen. That's Jake Suila. Or, excuse me, that is not Jake Suila. We'll get the number for you momentarily. That's Bryce Lindbergh warming up in the pen. The 3-0. Long hold, Kershoff comes home, and it's a called strike. Just catching a piece of the black. Anderson was taking all the way. Center field shaded slightly to the left. Infield straight up. Kramer a loose hold at second as a 3-1 is a called strike. Great pitch there by Kershaw. Breaking ball just finding the inside corner. And the count runs full at 3-2.
Chase. Come on.
On deck is Thomas Wheeler with one away and a full count pitch on the way. It's a ground ball. Diving stop by Quinn. It'll hold the runner at second. Great throw across the diamond for the out. And a mighty big out number 2.
2 out.
We'll bring up Thomas Wheeler, the right fielder. Wheeler only played 2 games in the Pacific National League this year, so his batting average in league play, while good, is a small sample size. Let's see if Kershaw can get himself out of this inning. Clayton Kershaw delivers low. Ooh, called strike, just finding a piece of the zone.
Thomas.
Friendly call there by the home plate umpire.
There's no run rule.
Calvin Kershaw from the stretch comes home. Big lefty hack. This one's into the gap. It'll score at least a run. Wheeler digging for second. He's thinking third, but he'll check up there as a great throw by the center fielder. Jackson Ramsted holds him to an RBI double, but the damage done 1-0 with 2 away here in the top of the first.
The number
Kyle Bowe climbs in, lefty, or rather left fielder.
Come on.
Runner on at second base is Thomas Wheeler on the RBI double. Studs up early, 1-0. This pitch called. Strike number 1. Sakalas on deck, should he be needed. Sakalas on deck. The 0-1 is another called strike. Kershaw finding his breaking ball. Could be a good sign of things to come, but first things first, he's got to limit the damage in the first inning. Bowe, 242 hitter on the season in all play. And the 0-2 is a chopper that's going to just get foul, says the home plate umpire. They called that foul. Looked like it might have caught a piece of the bag, but the Merchants take the break as Kyle Bowe was going to beat that throw out at first base anyway. So 0-2 the count on Kyle Bowe.
I thought the foul said
It was mighty, mighty close, folks.
Yeah, it was very close.
And without a third base umpire, it's a real tough call to make.
just keeps the home plate umpire.
The 0-2 pitch outside. 1-2. Sakalas on deck. Runner on at second base, 1-2, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, but the Studs get a run across on one base hit and leave a man on at second base. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, your score, the Seattle Studs 1, and your Merchants coming up. Welcome back. Max Nealon digs in, leadoff man for your Everett Merchants, playing shortstop today on that left side of the infield. Jacob Bradley will get the start on the bump for Seattle and deals a first pitch called strike that gets through the backstop, Peter Furia. Bradley in league play this season, 2 appearances, 1 start, 6 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 7 runs, only 3 of them earned, however, so some shaky defense behind him. 4.26 ERA on 10 hits. Check swing called strike for 0-2. 10 hits, no walks in PIL play, and 7 strikeouts. He's 1-1 on the season. Cole Kramer on deck, followed by Jordan Justice and Jackson Swim cleaning up should he get around to it. Hide Chopper back to the mound. Going to be a tough throw across, but in time for the out. Bradley able to glove that ball over his head and throw over to first.
Stepping to fight for the Merchants, your second baseman, Cole Kramer.
Cole Kramer digs in. Arlington High School graduate. Kramer takes a called strike. In 8 games in PIL play, Kramer hitting .267. Had a great series in Alaska, however, so his non-conference statistics much better. It's a ground ball to third base. The throw over is just in time to retire Cole Kramer for out number 2. It'll bring up Jordan Justice.
He's batting number 3.
Jordan Justice climbing in. One of the best bats on this Merchants roster in PIL play. He's in .375 in 9 games. Playing left field for your Merchants tonight. 2 away. This ball is a chopper to second base. Strash throw is high and not in time. It's going to be an error on the second baseman. 2-out error will put a base runner on for Jackson Swim. So the 2-out error brings up Jackson Swim with Jordan Justice on at first base. Plenty of speed. We'll see if Jackson Swim can drive him in with a ball missing low and away. Jackson Swim in PIL play 9 games. He's absolutely raking the ball. .462 batting average, 9 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs, 16 RBIs leading the team. Runner goes, a taken called strike, and it is not in time. Ball bounces in there.
I wasn't sure.
1-1, a very close play, and a stolen bag for Justice puts him in scoring position.
I wasn't sure. That was close.
It's Justice's 5th stolen bag in PIL play, and the count is 1-1. Infield shifted to the left side with second baseman holding the runner. Check swing, called strike 2. Brody Ponte's on deck should he be needed. .226 hitter on the season in league play. The 1-2 swung on and missed. For strike 3, the tag applied for the out, and that will retire the side. The Merchants strand a base runner on no hits and an error. We had the top of the second inning, 1-0 Seattle Studs. Welcome back. Top of the second inning. Michael Sikalis leading off for the Seattle Studs against Calvin Kirchhoff. First pitch, low and inside, or low and outside rather, for ball one.
And you still got activity.
You got second team all area. My son got first team.
1-0. Swung, grounded, just under the glove of Brody Ponte. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. Couldn't quite get there was Brody Ponte, and a leadoff single will bring up Charlie Larson. A leadoff single brings up the third baseman.
Look down the line. Come on, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie.
Larson, 296 in league play this season. You get that batting average up over that 300 mark. He's right there. Takeoff move, nothing doing.
Spit hitting.
I'd like to thank you all for watching this edition of Everett Merchants Baseball. If you have any questions about the team or anything you'd like to say, feel free to drop it in the live chat, and I'll try to get as many as I can on the broadcast. Button shown, called strike. 0-1. Merchants will be home in the next few games. Tomorrow against the Northwest Honkers, and Wednesday against TKB San Francisco. Both of those games starting at 7:05. Bunt shown all the way. He gets it down. Kirchhoff, he's going to go for two. Nealon gets the out at second base, not in time, so a fielder's choice retires the lead runner.
1-6.
Man out.
1-6 on the fielder's choice, and a great heads-up play.
15. Peter Frere.
Great heads-up play there by Kirchhoff to go to second to get the lead runner. One away, and runner on at first base in Charlie Larson. Peter Furia, this catcher, climbs up. Furia, 364 in 4 league games this season. First pitch, low for ball one. Looks like it might have caught a piece there, but we will see. Jared Maxfield now warming up for the Merchants. Ground ball. Taylor made double play. Kramer over to Nealon on to first in time. 4-6-3 double play retires the side. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Studs. Welcome back to Everett Memorial. Brody Ponte leading off the bottom of the second inning for your Everett Merchants. Ponte struggling a bit at the plate in PIL play, 226 batting average in 7 games, but he's earned the trust of Harold Pyatt and a ball missing outside. Max Field still warming up in the pen You wonder if Kirchhoff was playing a bit of an opener role tonight, but time will tell. 1-0 is a called strike at the knees. 1-1. Merchants will be back in action tomorrow against the Northwest Honkers. That game at 7:05, followed by a Wednesday contest against visiting TKB San Francisco. That game also starting at 7:05.
That's a good little matchup.
TKB will be back as this ball is grounded. Going to be a tough play for Strash. Gets it out of his glove in time to make the play for out number 1. Teddy Bishop will climb in.
It's a designated hitter.
TKB San Francisco will be back after that Wednesday contest on Saturday for a 4:05 first pitch, and then a Sunday matinee against Driveline Selects starting at 1:05. All those games at Everett Memorial Stadium and live here on the Everett Merchants YouTube channel. Bishop swings and lines this ball into center field, but in plenty of time, Landon Riker makes the play in center field for out number 2. Oland will climb in. Austin Oland catching for the Everett Merchants tonight. Struggling at the plate this season, 185 in 7 games in PIL play, but there's power in that bat if he can get a hold of one. Riley Quinton on deck should he be needed, but 2 away and the base is clear. Merchants looking for their first hit. Called strike at the knees, 0-1. Beautiful sunny day here at Everett. Any breeze is lightly to right field, but there's hardly any. 0-1 is swung on, and it will get down in left field for a base hit right in front of Kyle Bowe. So the first hit of the baseball game first hit of the ball game for the Merchants is a single by Austin Owen with 2 away. Bring up lefty Riley Quinton.
Is your third baseman.
Quinton, 238 hitter on the season in 7 games played in the PIL schedule. Lefty bat. Opens up some more opportunities with a runner on at first base. 2 away. Bradley comes home, fouled off down the third base line and into the stands for strike 1.
All foul ball back to the Merchant dugout. All foul ball. Thank you.
0-1 to Riley Quinton. Pleasant 72 degrees in Everett today. Perfect night for baseball. The 0-1 outside, ball gets away,
Here! Wild pitch.
and Oland is going to advance on that wild pitch. One and one to Riley Quinton, wild pitch advancing the runner. With 2 away and now a runner on in scoring position for Riley Quinton. The 1-1, Quinton lines this one to center field, but in plenty of time, Landon Riker for out number 3. 1 hit and a runner stranded. We head to the bottom of the third, or top of the third inning, 1-0 Seattle. Welcome back. Top of the third inning. Kyle Rodriguez climbs up for the Seattle Studs, leading 1-0 against your Everett Merchants.
Okay, Kyle.
Calvin Kershoff stays on the bump for your Merchants and delivers first pitch inside up near the elbow of Rodriguez for ball one. Kyle Rodriguez, 278 in PIL play this season. 5 hits, 2 for extra bases. This ball low and away. 2-0. Jared Maxfield still throwing in the Merchants pen. Kershoff, 28 pitches thrown in 2+ innings. Even split between strikes and balls, 14 each. And the 3-0. Called strike, just catching a piece of the black. Kershoff getting back in the count. And another called strike. That breaking ball, finding that part of the plate. The last 2 pitches and able to get himself back into it.
Whenever I'm available tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm not available this week.
3-2. Here's a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another breaking ball.
One
And
down.
3 straight strikes retires
One down.
Kyle Rodriguez after a
Back to
3-0
the top of the
count.
order for the Studs. The center fielder, number 10, Landon Riker.
Riker climbs up, leadoff man. Was walked in the first. Hitting 400 on the season. Great season for Landon Riker. First pitch he sees is a check swing called strike. Kyle Strash on deck. He sacrificed in the first.
Moving right along. Pretty quick.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
Lifted ball in the center. Could be trouble, and it will be. It drops in for a single in front of Ramstead and Jackson Swim. So a 1-out single will bring up Kyle Strash with the 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, number 4, Kyle Trash.
Strash digs in, lefty bat. Big hole on the right side with Ponte holding the runner. Third baseman playing in towards the cut of the grass. Is this a called strike to start the count? Merchants coaching staff out of the dugout, with the exception of Harold Pyatt. 0-1, 1 away. Top 3. This is a ground ball to Nealon. Could be 2 on to Kramer. Heading to first base and in time. 6-4-3 double play. The Merchants needed that. Their second turn of the game. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Merchants trail by a run. Welcome back to Everett Memorial Stadium. 1-0 Seattle over your Everett Merchants. This game, massive standings implications. The Studs only a half a game ahead of the Merchants in PIL play. First pitch to Ramstead is up and in for ball one.
Doesn't feel like a Monday. It's not feel like a Monday.
0-2 quickly to Ramstead. Seattle Studs 6-2 in league play this season. Merchants just behind them at 6-3. This is a massive game for the Merchants, as in the 5-game series this season, the Merchants have won both games that have been played. Check swing called strike. 2-1. A win tonight would clinch a season series win for the Merchants over the Seattle Studs, a feat they have not been able to accomplish in quite some time. This ball lifted, it'll get foul, back towards the press boxes. Merchants 6-3, 2 games ahead of the Redmond Dudes, who sit in third place in the league rather at 6-7. Highline Bears are lagging behind a little bit in their games played. They're 4-2 on the season, and the Northwest Honkers bring up the rear at 2-10 in league play. Be a fun race to watch down the stretch. 2-2 is grounded hard to the shortstop. Little fumble getting out of his glove, but over in plenty of time as Anderson throws a strike
Back to the top of the order for your
Sakalis
attention.
at first.
Shortstop
One
number
away,
5,
leadoff man climbing up.
Mac Nealon.
Max Nealon. 0-1. Grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. Merchants, their first time through, were held to 1 hit and only 2 base runners, one of which reached on an error. See if Nealon can get a second hit. This ball is called strike on the outside corner. Nealon, Kramer, Justice due up for the Merchants with 1 away. Third baseman playing slightly in as this ball is fouled straight down and back into the nettings. 0-2. Great crowd here tonight at Everett Memorial. One of the largest of the season and makes plenty of sense. Rivalry game, and we always know Seattle Studs fans travel well. The 0-2 fouled off the glove of the catcher. Can't hold on, and the count will stay rather at 0-2. Bradley delivers low and away, bouncing in there. And a good stop by Furia, although no one on. Bradley's pace has slowed as this game has progressed. No action in either pins, but Maxfield plenty warm for the Merchants should he be needed. This is a lifted ball into left field. Could be trouble, but play made. Chase Anderson out from his shortstop position to make the play in
Throw in the inning. Deputy to the plate now for the Merchants.
shallow right field, or left field rather.
Second baseman, Cole Kramer.
2 away, bring up second hitter Cole Kramer. Kramer 0-1 with a ground out to the third baseman. First pitch he sees low and away. Merchants have been extremely happy with Cole Kramer this season. His production has been quite impressive for a recent high school graduate. Arlington High School class of 2021. This ball bouncing outside 2-0. Kramer in all play this season, 15 games, 288 batting average. For a player that's never seen college pitching until this summer season, that's quite impressive. Called strike on the 2-0 count, brings the count to 2-1. Merchants offense struggled in Alaska, but has picked up the pace a bit here in the return to Washington. That ball missing 3-1. 4 runs scored against the Redmond Dudes. They led that game 4-0 before late inning pitching struggles and controversy at the plate. 5 consecutive runs scored to get the Redmond Dudes the win. A called strike will even the count. They got back on track, however, on Thursday. A 10-1 rout of the Northwest Honkers. Get back on the winning side of things, ending that 8-game skid and getting their offense back on track. The payoff pitch fouled back into the pads. We'll do it again. I thank you all once again for watching this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. We live on this YouTube channel for the next 4 home games, and hopefully we figured out our internet problems for the season. Payoff pitch upstairs, and a 2-out walk for Cole Kramer will bring up the hot-hitting Jordan Justice.
Walking to the plate now for the Merchants.
Two away, and Cole Kramer on. Brings up left fielder Jordan Justice. Will take a ball outside. Bo Blacken at third base. Today is Bo's son, Eagle Blackens. It's his 3rd birthday tonight. So happy birthday to Eagle. This ball grounded to third. Shovel over in time for the fielder's choice. Merchants strand a runner as we head to the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 Seattle.
Anderson.
Welcome back. Chase Anderson climbs in 0 for 1 tonight. His first pitch will miss. 1-0. Kershoff through 3 innings, only allowing 1 run on 3 base hits. A swinging strike number 1. 1-1 the count. Merchants rather, no runs on a single hit, no errors. Seattle Studs 1 run on 3 hits and an error. 1-1 missing brings the count to 2-1. Calvin Kershoff, 1 run allowed on 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. This ball is a called strike. Friendly call by the home plate umpire. Looked inside and maybe even low to me. Infield playing back, with the exception of Brody Ponte at first base. Check swing, foul ball. Count goes, or stays at 2-2. A pettier manager might ask if that was a bunted ball for strike 3, but clearly a check swing.
But you can't do that. That's impossible.
The 2-2 outside, filling the count at 3-2. Kenji Miller warming up in the Merchants pen. Payoff pitch on the way. here in the top of the fourth. It swung and fouled back into the netting. We'll do it again. Thomas Wheeler on deck. He'll be followed by Kyle Bowe in the hole. The full count pitch fouled away and out of play. Hearty crowd running around tonight. We love to see it. Payoff pitch to the leadoff man Anderson, and it will get through. A full count walk will bring up Thomas Wheeler.
Stepping to fight now for the Studs, number 27, Thomas Wheeler.
44 pitches for Calvin Kirchhoff, 18 balls, 26 strikes. He'll face Thomas Wheeler, 1-for-1 with an RBI double. This pitch missing inside. Wheeler driven in the only run of the ball game. Back pick, nothing doing. Merchants have run 2 double plays already through 3 innings. Another one here will be just what the doctor orders. We'll see if they can pull it off. Another move to first. Riley Quinton playing well in on the grass and away from the line. Playing defense against the bunt. 1-0. Long hold by Kirchhoff. He comes home. Bunt shown, pulled back, and it's a called strike. Kenji Miller warming up. Does not appear to be ready yet, though, so these are Kirchhoff's batters. Another move to first. It's a pretty good move, but not a aggressive lead by Chase Anderson, so not a lot of opportunity. Shadows starting to descend across the diamond here at Everett. Bunt shown, he gets it down. Go in for 2, and he boots it. Only play to first, and he's in time to get the out. Just by a step, a sacrifice bunt will move the runner along.
1 out. And the batter now.
Kyle Lowe will climb in. 0-for-1 with a swinging strikeout and a mighty close play at first base. But Kirchhoff able to recover and save himself the error. Anderson on that second base, moved over on the sacrifice, 1 away. Top of the 4th inning, Merchants looking to keep this thing within reach. A called strike to open the count. Merchants and Studs, the only game on the schedule in the PIL tonight. Swinging strike number 2 on a great breaking ball, falling away from the hitter. 1 away, 0-2 the count. Michael Sakalis on deck. Long hold by Calvin. Here he comes. The 0-2, it'll bounce in. Kirchhoff has struggled with walks this season. Already issued 2 in this game, 8 overall. But he's been able to find his control as this game's progressed. The 1-2, check swing. Called strike in the zone. A late strike 3 called, but it appeared to catch a piece of the zone from my angle, and a big strike number 2, or out number 2 rather, for Calvin Kirchhoff and the Merchants. Ball missing to Sakalis at first base. He's 1-for-1 with a single in the second inning. Later a race on a fielder's choice. Another jam for Kirchhoff. See if he can get out of it. Runner on second base, 2 away. 1-0 Studs in the top of the 4th. Just missing. 2-0. Charlie Larson on deck, 0-for-1. called strike, just catching a piece of that inside zone. Kershaw at 54 pitches, 32 strikes. Likely pitching in one of his last innings in this contest. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Just a little bit low. 3-1. Joe Barry doesn't like it. Thinks his pitcher's getting squeezed a little bit. From the stretch, Kershaw. The 3-1 pitch is outside. And Josh Berry really not going to like that now. As that close call walks the runner. And with 2 on, it'll bring up Charlie Larson. Larson erased on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 1. Larson, 288 hitter in 13 games this season. That includes non-conference affairs for the Seattle Studs. 1-0. Studs on top of the Merchants, and this ball's a called strike right at the knees. Bottom of the zone has been inconsistent tonight. Kershaw able to get the benefit of the doubt on that one. From the stretch. Pretty long hold from Kershaw. He comes home and a check swing. Did he go? He went! Strike number 2 on the swinging strike. Couldn't hold up.
Sure, I can see out there.
Tough call for that first base umpire with the sun in his eyes, but shouldn't be a problem for much longer. Sun falling precipitously here in Everett. 0-2, 2 away. Kershaw a strike away from getting out of the jam. It's a call, strike 3 on the outside corner. A great pitch by Calvin Kershaw. He's pitched excellently this game, getting himself out of a ton of jams. And that appears to be his last inning, but we will see for sure in the top of the 5th inning. In the meantime, we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Merchants looking for a run. Welcome back to Everett Memorial. Jackson Swim climbs in, and bottom of the 4th inning for your Merchants. They trail 1-0 as Jacob Bradley is throwing a gem and a called strike to Jackson Swim. In 3+ innings, Bradley's allowed only a hit and 1 walk. He struck out 1 and not allowed a run. This ball fouled away. 0-2 quickly to Jackson Swim. swim, one of the team captains for your Merchants. Takes the ball inside. On the season, only one league game. Excuse me. Only one league game without a base hit, and that was a 7-inning affair. And he'll swing through
One down.
a strike
The batter
for
now.
ball number one.
Second to the plate.
Oh, for out number one.
22. The first
Brody
baseman.
Ponte climbing up.
Brody Ponte.
0 for 1 on the season. Ponte will be followed by Bishop. But Ponte 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. Looks at a first pitch strike. Jacob Bradley is absolutely flying in this game. Through 3 1/3, only 43 pitches, 31 for strikes. That one low. One and one to Ponte. Studs 1 run on 3 hits and an error. Merchants no runs on a single hit, no errors. Called strike at the knees. Runs the count to 1 and 2. Base runners have been hard to come by for the Merchants in this ball game. Ground ball, gonna be a tough play. Strash gobbles it up. Throw over is just in time for the out. Tight play at first. 2 outs will bring up Teddy Bishop, the designated hitter.
And the batter now is the designated hitter.
Teddy Bishop 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Back in inning number 2. Austin Noland on deck should he be needed. Bradley swing and a miss on a big breaking ball. Called strike. That one down the heart of the plate. As Bishop watches it in. 0-2 now with 2 away. Jacob Bradley cruising through the Merchants. This ball lifted foul and out of play. We'll do it again. Merchants looking to get some kind of rally going here. Their offense stagnant in this ball game. The 0-2 low for ball 1. 1-2, 2 away. The 1-2 pitch is outside. Tight call, but a ball issued to Teddy Bishop. Tough angle for me to say for certain, but that pitch has been called a ball a couple times. And a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. The throw to first base to complete the strikeout is in time. 1-2-3 go the Merchants. We'll come back for the top of the 5th inning. Welcome back. Top of the fifth inning. Calvin Kershaw staying on the mound. At 59 pitches, he'll face Peter Furia and a ball onside and high. 1-0. Two and 0 now. Furia grounded into a double play in the second inning. The first of two the Merchants have turned so far this game. Furia, 214 hitter in all competitions this season, and a ball somewhere for 3-0. High appears to be the call. 3-0. Calvin working quickly now. Deliver another ball upstairs. Four pitch walk rather to Furia. Bring up 9-hole hitter Kyle Rodriguez.
Stepping to the plate now.
Number of pitchers up and moving in the Merchants pen. No one actively warming up, however. Kenji Miller was the last man we saw throwing. Rodriguez up. Shows bunt. This ball low and inside, or low and away, rather. Rodriguez struck out in inning number 3. Aggressive bunt defense by Riley Quinn. Long hold from the stretch. Calvin chopped at that bunt is Rodriguez. It'll go foul. Runs appear to be at a premium in this ballgame, so don't be surprised to see both managers trying to bunt runners across if they get the leadoff man aboard. Bunt shown all the way from Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Bunt, it's a good one. Quinn scoops it up. Only play to first base in. It's in time for the out. A sacrifice bunt will move the runner.
One man down. We'll go back to the top of the order.
Landon Riker climbs in. 1 out. Riker 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Only run across the plate in this game. He'll take a called strike on the outside. Friendly call for Kershaw. Calvin has pitched himself around a few jams in this ball game. 4.4 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 1 run on 3 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Breaking ball, catching a part of the inside of the plate. 0-2. Kershaw has pitched better today with runners on. We'll see if that trend continues. Long hold. Calvin from the stretch. This ball will get through. A wild pitch will advance the runner, nearly catching a piece of Landon Riker. I thought it did hit him, but I must have not heard. I must have heard incorrectly. So runner on third base now with 1 away, and a sacrifice fly now in play, and the infield is in for a play at the plate. Big opportunity for Landon Riker. Kershaw in a big jam. Here's the play. It's a chopped foul. The count will stay 1-2. One and two, 1 away, runner at third. Infield in. This ball swung on and missed for strike 3 and a huge out number 2 for this Merchants defense. Infield back to their normal positions as they only have to play for 1. Second baseman Kyle Strash climbs in 0 for 1 tonight with a sacrifice. Runner on third base, Peter Furia. First pitch called strike. Kershaw still looking sharp despite a couple mistakes. Right side on the outfield grass. This is a called strike. 0-2, and Kershaw a strike away from getting himself out of another tricky spot without allowing a run. We have a runner on third. 0-2 with 2 away, top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. It's lifted but foul. Out of the stadium down the right field line. Oh, and 2. This ball low and away. 1-2. Kershaw looking for strikeout number 6. He's thrown 75 pitches in this ball game. Kershaw. The 1-2 pitch low. Evens the count at 2-2. Borderline pitch. 2-2, 2 away. Kershaw delivers. It bounces in, and a full count payoff pitch on the way. On deck is Chase Anderson, 0 for 1 with a walk. Kershaw. The payoff pitch is a ground ball to Kramer. Gonna have to be quick. Throw over in time. 4 out number 3. Calvin Kershaw, 5 innings of 1-run ball, but the Merchants need a run to keep in this ball game. 1-0 Studs as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Everett. Merchants trailed the Seattle Studs 1-0. Calvin Kershaw's done his part of the job. 5 innings of 1-run ball, but the Merchants have not gotten a run across the plate, and a check swing called strike to Austin Olin to start things off. Austin 1 for 1, the lone hit of the afternoon for your Everett Merchants. Quinn on deck, Ramstead in the hole. Bradley delivers. Line drive into left field, and it's going to be caught in time, but a tough play by Kyle Bowe in left. Riley Quinton up now. He's 0 for 1. Quinn steps in, 0 for 1 tonight. Lefty bat looking to get things going here with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. In other sports news, the Montreal Canadiens just scored an overtime game winner. Romanoff winning the game for Montreal and extending the Stanley Cup Finals. They win their first game of the series. It's now 3-1 Tampa Bay. Still 1 win away from winning the Stanley Cup and extending that Canadian team losing streak. The last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup was the Canadiens was the Montreal Canadiens, as that ball missing 2-0. Last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup was the Montreal Canadiens back in the 95-96 season. So a long drought for Canadian hockey teams. So they look to bring their cup home. 2-0 with one away. Quinn will take another ball low, and it's off the catcher, who's going to need a minute to catch his breath. Or the umpire, rather.
He took one to his knees.
Quick timeout to let the umpire catch his breath. We're going to take a quick break. If we come back, it'll be a 3-0 count to Riley Quinton with one away. Back in action here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-0 the count to Riley Quinton as the home plate umpire shakes off that ball that caught him. And a called strike runs the count to 3-1. Quinton will be followed by Ramstead. Stacked lefties at the bottom of the order for the Merchants. The 3-1 outside, ball 4, 5-pitch walk with one away puts Riley Quinton on first base. Ramstead digs in the lefty batter's box. 0 for 1, but a big hole on the left side as first baseman holds the runner. 1 on, 9-hole hitter up, Nealon on deck. This pitch is hit well to left field, but the play will be made in plenty of time, and Quinton will have to run back to first base. 2 away now for Max Nealon on the top of the order.
Stepping to the plate now. Back to the top of the order.
Nealon 0 for 2 tonight. Look for him to get going as he's been one of the top bats of this Merchants team, and a called strike just catching a part of the bottom of that zone. 0-1. From the stretch, Bradley delivers his pitch just foul down the third base line. 0-2. Jacob Bradley, a gem of an outing. 62 pitches, 43 for strikes. He's given up 1 hit and 2 walks, struck out 3 in 4 2/3 of an inning, and is in line for the win if he can get an out. Cole Kramer on deck. Runner goes. This ball is hit through the right side of the infield. Quinton's going to hesitate and then head to third. Runners on the corners as Max Nealon puts a runner in scoring position for the Merchants. And he'll bring up Cole Kramer, the second baseman, in the first real jam of the evening for Jacob Bradley and the Seattle Studs. Cole Kramer with a chance to tie this ball game with a base hit. Kramer in 15 games this season will take a ball low. Kramer in 15 games, only 2 RBIs, but that's largely a product of where he's hit in the batting order. He's hitting .288 on the season, so not a ton of opportunities as he's been up towards the top of this lineup. Great chance here. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch to Kramer, called strike of the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Kramer 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. On deck, should he be needed, is Jordan Justice. Second base is available. Nealon, great speed. This ball bouncing in, but Furia able to cover it up. 2-1. Reminder of what's at stake tonight. Winner of this game will take the lead in the PIL. Studs currently half a game up over the Merchants, but a win for the Merchants would clinch the tiebreaker and give them the half-game lead. And a base hit into right field. Third RBI on the season for Cole Kramer. It'll score the runner, and we are tied in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jordan Justice climbs in with runners on first and second base. Clutch RBI single for Cole Kramer ties the game. Jackson Swim on deck. Jordan Justice 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the pitch. Justice looks at a ball high. 1-0. Jacob Bradley was cruising through this Merchants team, but has hit a roadblock here in the 5th, giving up a walk and 2 base hits, allowing the first run of the game for the Merchants. The 1-0 called strike just at the knees, says the home plate umpire. It's a clash of heavyweights in the PIL. Of course it's going to be a good one. And this one hits Jordan Justice in the back. Bases are loaded for the best hitter on this team, Jackson Swim. Huge opportunity here for Jackson Swim, 367 hitter in all contests, 17 RBIs, 14 runs scored, and a mound visit. We're going to take a quick break. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. We're tied at 1. After a short conference at the mound, we're back in action here at Everett Memorial. Jackson Swim climbs in with the bases loaded and 2 away. This ball bouncing in, but a good stop by Furia behind the plate, as Jacob Bradley showing his first signs of anything less than pure confidence. And action in the studs pin for the first time. Pitcher starting to warm up. The 1-0 is low. 2-0, a great take by Jackson Swim. The bottom of the zone's been inconsistent tonight, and a call going the Merchants' way there. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for the Studs, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for the Merchants, and lots of danger with the bases loaded. This ball outside, 3-0, and Jacob Bradley needs to find the zone here, or they'll rock in the go-ahead run. Pin quiet for the Studs after some brief movement. 2 away. Jackson taking all the way, and it's a called strike at the knees. 3-1. On deck is Brody Ponte, 0 for 2. Swim looking for his first base hit of the afternoon. It would give the Merchants the lead. The 3-1 foul tipped, and we'll see a full count payoff pitch with runners in motion. Great speed on the base paths. A single could score 3 with a good jump. Bradley. Runners go. The payoff pitch is grounded up the middle. Diving stop, but the play can't be made. It's sliding safely. A RBI single. 2 RBIs for Jackson Swim. 3-1 your score. Merchants take the lead. Chase Anderson got to that ball behind the second base bag, but couldn't get it out of his glove. And a 2-out RBI double for Jackson Swim. Your Merchants take a 3-1 lead for Brody Ponte. Here's the pitch, out low and away for ball 1. Merchants 3 runs on 4 hits. Seattle Studs 1 run on 3 hits and an error, and some action in the Studs bullpen. Ponte looking to add on here. So you can never have too many runs against the Seattle Studs, as their offense can always come back. Called strike at the knees. Borderline pitch goes the Studs' way. 1-1 the count. What a massive clutch infield single for Jackson Swim, showing enough hustle to force a throw home to attempts to stop the second run as that ball low bouncing away. But too much speed as Cole Kramer hustles home and scores an insurance run for the Merchants. From the stretch, 2-1, 2 away. Bradley comes home. This pitch is a grounder to short. Long throw, but in time for the out. But the Merchants take the lead on a 2 RBI single by Jackson Swim. 3 runs in the inning. Merchants lead 3-1. We head to the top of the 6th inning.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to Everett Memorial. Calvin Kershaw staying on the mound for the Merchants. He's in line for the win now. He's been able to work himself out of a ton of jams and put the Merchants in a spot to take the lead. Ball missing somewhere to Chase Anderson. 0 for 1 with a walk. He was stranded.
Hey, I need to rest really quick. You want to do this?
Kershaw comes home, called strike.
You want me to do?
Just do this. Just don't touch that.
1-1. Kershaw comes home. It's a ball low. 2-1. It's big swing and a miss. 2-2. Some big league scores, some big league finals to report. St. Louis Cardinals over the San Francisco Giants 5-3. As the 2-2 pitch missing low fills the count at 3-2. Miami Marlins defeating the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers 5-4. Pittsburgh over the Braves 11-1 as the payoff pitch is grounded in Nealon. Slow toss over to Ponte in time for out number 1. It'll bring up Thomas Wheeler, the right fielder. Cleveland Indians falling in a tight contest to the Tampa Bay Rays, 9-8 the final down in Florida. Mets over Brewers 4-2 in New York. Minnesota Twins defeating visiting Chicago White Sox 8-5, ball outside. Tigers go into Texas and pick up a 7-3 win, and the Cincinnati Reds defeating the Kansas City Royals 6-2. Kershaw comes home, the 1-0 outside, 2-0. In games in progress, the Philadelphia Phillies 10-3 over Chicago in the top of the 9th inning. 2-0 swinging foul down the first base line and out of play. Red Sox in Anaheim 4-1 over the Angels in the top of the fifth inning, and 5-0 the Nationals in San Diego over the Padres in the bottom of the third inning. Mariners rather, off tonight. Ground ball past Pawnee, single into right field with one away, and the Studs look to get a rally going here in the top of the sixth. Kyle Bowe 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
Kyle.
1 run, 4 hits, and an error for the Studs. Merchants 3 runs on 4 hits. Long time called. Kershaw will step back on and face Kyle Bowe. Ball inside.
Batters number 6, Bowe.
1-0. Kershaw looking to strike out Bowe for the 3rd time this evening. Action heating up in both bullpens. 2-0 now the count. Jake Suila for your Merchants, and a pair of Studs pitchers rather, in their pen. 2-0, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes! And he bluffs and comes back to first. Called strike. As Thomas Wheeler thought about going to third, or second rather, but didn't get the best of jumps. Well hit ball, but it's going to get foul into the Merchant bullpen, and even the count at 2-2. 1 out base runner for the Studs. 2-2.
They don't have the lights turned.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Long hold from Kershaw. He's working from the stretch. Time called by Kyle Bowe is Calvin taking just a little bit too long for his liking. Soila warming up, likely Kershaw's last inning, but he's been excellent. Foul ball into the netting. Keeps the count at 2-2. Eventually it's going to be right. He's eventually going to have to exit the ball game, sitting at 93 pitches. But these Merchant starters have shown some excellent length this season. Runner goes. This pitch fouled away. Good jump. 1 run on 4 hits and an error for the Studs. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Merchants. Everett will send up 6, 7, and 8 in the bottom half of this inning. 2-2, 1 away. Merchants would love another double play ball here. They've already turned 2 tonight. This ball, shallow fly ball into foul territory. Nearly over the shoulder catch by Brody Ponte, but just out of his reach, and we'll do it again. Not quite error worthy, didn't get to it. Soila continues to warm up for your Merchants. Amir Sepulveda also standing up now. He's likely in line to close tonight's ball game. Double play depth for the infield. 2-2. Kershaw looking to strand another base runner. This pitch, ground ball. Nealon have a chance to turn 2. He'll eat it for a second. The hesitation is going to turn it into a fielder's choice. 6-4 fielder's choice keeps the runner on at first base and will bring up
And then,
Michael Sakalas will come up, but Sakalas, rather, as someday I'll remember how to say that name. Quick conference with Joe Barry, the pitching coach for the Merchants. We'll take a quick break. 3-0 or 3-1 Merchants. Michael Sakalis climbs up 1 for 1 with a walk. And with 2 on, or 1 on rather, ran around first base and 2 away. Stud's looking to get a little closer against Kershaw, who's worked himself out of a number of jams. 8 base runners and only 1 have crossed the plate for the Studs. Called strike, great placement on that pitch. 97 pitches, 57 for strikes. Barry has to be thrilled with his starter tonight. Little low. Count will even at 1-1. On deck, Charlie Larson 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Sakalis going to move the runner across, or this ball missing as well. 2-1. Good chance this is Kershaw's last batter, as Josh Berry spoke to him before this at bat. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swung, fouled away. Evening the count at 2-2. Calvin Kershaw, 5 2/3 innings. He's given up 1 run on 4 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And he's currently sitting at an even 100 pitches with 58 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's low, bouncing away. A passed ball will advance the runner. We'll call that a wild pitch. Filling the count at 3-2.
It's dirt. Even though she's blocked.
3-2, 2 away. Runner on second on the wild pitch. 101 or 101 pitches. First base open. This is a ground ball. Nealon's going to get to it. He's going to have to eat it though. An infield single. Put runners on the corners. And a base hit. Yep. A base hit will put runners on the corners, and I think a move to the mound is imminent, and it is. Harold Pyatt out of the dugout. A great outing for Calvin Kershaw, but trouble on the corners could take away his win opportunity. We'll take a quick break. Top of the 6th, Merchants lead 3-1. Welcome back. New pitcher Jake Soila. He'll face Charlie Larson with runners in the corners with a chance to preserve the Merchants' lead with 2 away. Kershaw, 5 2/3 innings, gave up 1 run on 5 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's responsible for both runners on base. That ball missing outside. Jake Soila this season in all competition, 7 appearances, all in relief, 16 1/3 innings. He's given up 4 runs, all 4 earned, on 13 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Is yet to factor in a decision as that ball misses outside. He has picked up a save and a 2.20 ERA. A great pitcher for this spot, as he's been the setup man all season for this Merchant squad. Runs on the corners. This ball fouled away. 2-1 now. Don't close the book on Kershaw yet. He's responsible for both of the runners on base. Here's the pitch. Low. Good stop by Owens. 3-1. There's a free bag, but you really don't want to walk the bases loaded. Peter Furia up next. 0 for 1. Should he be needed? He's also drawn a walk. 3-1. Ground ball. Max Nealon's got to hurry, but he's got plenty of time. Throw across, and it's in time to retire Charlie Larson. Soila gets out of the jam and preserves the 3-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 Merchants. Welcome back. Teddy Bishop leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Jacob Bradley still in the game for the Studs. Rough 5th inning for him. But outside of that, he's pitched quite well. 3 runs on 4 hits. This is a ground ball to the third baseman. Throw across in time. He'll tag the runner out. 5-3 the put out on 1 pitch. He'll bring up Austin Owens. Owens 1 for 2 tonight with a single, stranded in the 2nd inning.
Oh, wait a minute.
Riley Quinton on deck. Ramstead in the hole with 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Little bit low for ball 1. Action in both pins. Bradley comes home. Called strike, just catching an out piece of that outside corner. Bradley at 83 pitches, 54 strikes. Riley Quinton on deck. This ball grounded just foul down the third base line. 1-2. Normal depth for the infield. Here's the pitch. It's outside. 2-2 now. Christian LaPierre warming up for the Everett Merchants. 2-2, 1 away. This ball low fills the count at 3-2. Quinton on deck, 0 for 1 with a walk. Ramstead behind him, 0 for 2. Long hold from Bradley. This game slows down. This pitch grounded just fair. It's going to be a tough play, and they're going to call a foul ball. That's
I think you called foul.
all right, a foul ball. We'll do it again. Interesting foul call,
I just looked at it.
but another close play, and the Merchants will take it.
They've got theirs.
I was expecting it, and it's fine.
Long walk back. Oland with new life. 3-2 the count with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And out number 2 will bring up Riley Quinton. Quinton scored a run in the 5th inning after walking. He also flew out to center field. 2 away, bottom of the 6th inning. Merchants currently leading the Studs. This win would clinch a season series win against the Seattle Studs and give the Merchants a half-game lead in the PIL with a tiebreaker. A big swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt. Stadium lights on and had full force here in Everett. Lefty Jackson Ramstead on deck. Chuck swing, no called strike. Looks like he caught a piece of the zone to me, but a friendly call for Riley Quinton. Bo Blacken coaching third base. Mike McCulloch coaching first. This pitch is called ball, 2-1. Hill Pioneer manager Josh Berry, the pitching coach. He has to be happy with his starter, Calvin Kershoff, working around a ton of base runners. 2-1. This ball is lifted. This is going to drop into left field. A 2-out single for Riley Quinton. Will get something going here in the bottom of the 6th. They'll bring up 9-hole hitter Jackson Ramstead.
Keep your center fielder.
Ramstead 0 for 2 on the evening. 167 hitter on the season, but he does have 4 RBIs in 5 hits. A big swing and a miss for strike 1. Merchants looking to end the Studs' 3-game win streak and extend theirs to 2 games. Another swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly on Ramstead. Kneeling on deck. Modest lead for Quinton. 0-2. 2 away. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That'll retire the side. Merchants strand a runner on first. We at the top of the 7th. top of the 7th inning here at Everett Memorial.
One of them.
Your Merchants lead the Seattle Studs 3-1. Jake Soila's first pitch is rocked into left field, but a catch on the run by Jordan Justice, who's proven to be the best defensive glove in the outfield for Everett this season, and perhaps the whole Pacific International League. Makes a tremendous play to erase Peter Furia. Kyle Rodriguez climbs in 0 for 1 with the sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning. Soila delivers a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Soila able to pitch himself out of a jam that he inherited from Calvin Kershoff in the 6th inning. Runners on the corners, he erased the first man he saw on a ground out to Max Nealon. Soila working quickly, delivers the 0-1. This one's laced into left field. It's going to be just foul, evening the count at 1-1. A loud strike number 1 that could have been a lot of trouble, but just getting to the foul side of that chalk line.
I missed that one.
Long walk back for Kyle Rodriguez as he was off to the races. Soila, the 1-1 is a chopper back to Soila off his glove. He's going to have to eat it, and that's going to be a base hit.
Base hit.
Tough break as Soila couldn't quite get enough leather on it to keep it close, and it rolled off the back of the mound. A 1-out single for 9-hole hitter Kyle Rodriguez brings up Landon Riker. 1 for 2 tonight with a walk and a run scored.
The pitcher
Oh, that's what they had to say also.
pitchers have a little bit more leeway in terms of cleanly feel the balls.
Called strike of the knees.
You're good with that, right?
1 run on 6 hits and an error for the Studs, with a mild threat brewing here in the top of the 7th inning. 3 runs on 5 hits for your Merchants. It's the ball low, evening the count at 1-1. On deck is Kyle Strash. Activity in both pens. LaPierre, runner leaning, and an injured player at first base, and that's going to be a break for the Merchants, unfortunately.
Why? Why is he?
And hold on, they're going to talk about awarding second base.
I think the throw got him.
Hold everything. The umpire calling
I think the throw
the umpire calling interference, and Harold Pyatt out to argue. That throw got away, and
I think it got him, but I think the throw got him.
Kyle Rodriguez in a bit of pain. We're going to take a break and sort this out. When we come back, 3-1 Merchants lead in the top of the 7th. Welcome back. An error by Jake Soila allows Kyle Rodriguez to advance on an interference call by Brody Ponte at first base. Harold Pyatt doesn't agree. I can't say I do. I can't either. That's a tough call by the first base umpire.
That's what caused it.
And I can't agree with that. But a runner at second base regardless, Jake Soila. And this pitch is crushed to left. Justice back at the wall, and it is gone. No matter. A home run to left field would have tied the ball game regardless. And it's a brand new ball game in Everett. 3-3. Harold Pyatt coming out. He'll make a pitcher change. Christian LaPierre making a second appearance in the Merchants uniform. New ball game with one away in the 7th inning. We'll come back. Welcome back. New pitcher for the Merchants. New pitcher for the Merchants, Christian LaPierre. Everett CC product, as a number of the players in tonight's ballgame are. 2021, he appeared in 4 games, 8 2/3 innings pitched, no starts, no wins or losses. He allowed 6 runs, 4 of them earned on 7 hits, 6 walks, and 7 strikeouts for a 4.15 ERA. He's pitched 1 scoreless inning with the Merchants this season. Kyle Strash climbs in, bases clear, and a tie ball game. Bunt shown. He tries to drag bunt, but it gets foul down the third base line. Brand new ball game at Everett Memorial. Shane Melrose warming up for the Merchants. Aggressive bunt defense by Riley Quinton. There's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to get just past LaPierre's glove. Kramer over in time. Great play by the second baseman for out number 2. Bring up Chase Anderson. Chase Anderson 0 for 2 with a walk. 326 on the season. Thomas Wheeler on deck. He's 2 for 2. Merchants would love to not see him in this inning. LaPierre comes home. Check swing. Ball called inside. 1-0. Your infield is Quentin Nealon, Cole Kramer, and Brody Ponte from left to right. This is a ground ball to Kramer. He's been busy this inning. The throw over in time for the out. But the Studs pick up 2 runs and tie the ball game 3-all. It's time to stretch. We head to the middle of the 7th. Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning. 3-3 your score, and Colin Mayer climbs in for the Seattle Studs. Washington State University products. So, you know, a great pitcher automatically, unfortunately for the Merchants. 1 innings pitched in this ball game, or 1 innings pitched this season. His first pitch to Nealon is hit well to left field. 2 fielders going back, and the play made in left field for out number 1. Washington State University pitcher Colin Meyer. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Number 7, second baseman.
Meyer,
Kramer.
1 innings pitched on the season, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Cole Kramer up. 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. Check swing. Ball. 1-0. He did not go.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. That's why I want to make sure.
He did not go. Ball 1.
Jordan Justice on deck. 1 away. 1-0 the count to Cole Kramer. The 1-0 fouled off. A little late on that one. Tense moments in this game. The wind and the 1-1 pitch is laced into right field, and a play made on the run. Great catch by Thomas Wheeler for out number 2. Jordan Justice up.
Now, he wears number 6.
Jordan Justice climbs in. 0 for 2 tonight, hit by a pitch, reached on a fielder's choice and an error. As this ball bounces in.
Justice is the batter.
1-0.
He's from Marysville. He went to Marysville High School.
1-0, 2 away to Justice. As this ball swung through and missed. A big hack by Justice. Couldn't find any of it though. Jackson Swim on deck. Here's the 1-1. Low. 2-1. Air starting to get a little chilly here in Everett. Foul tip. Gets down. 2-2. A little chilly, but I don't think anyone's going to complain after the heat wave that the Northwest just saw a little over a week ago. Upstairs fills the count at 3-2. 2 away. Justice looking to get on board for Jackson Swim. He's already picked up 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Inside. Ball 4. A full count, 2-out walk for Jordan Justice gives Jackson Swim base runner.
The batter now, number 37. Jackson Swim.
Swim. Looking to add on. He's got 2 RBIs on the night, looking for more. That ball missing somewhere. Not sure where, to be honest. 1-0 the count. Break for Jackson Swim. On deck is Brody Ponte, 0 for 3. Justice being held at first. This ball outside, 2-0. Two away, bottom of the 7th inning. Merchants with a runner on first with 2 away. Tie game. Here's the pitch. Swim, swings, foul tips for strike 1. A reminder of what's at stake in this ball game. Merchants clinch the series with a win. This ball low and away. 3-1. Merchants clinch the season series with a win here. Merchants and Studs set to play 5 this year, and Merchants won the first 2. This is the 3rd meeting. A win would also put the Merchants in the lead of the Pacific International League by half a game. That spot currently held by the Studs. Runner goes. This pitch swung on, and the runner is in there. Stolen bag and a full count to Jackson Swim. Jordan Justice, speed for days at second base. Hit anywhere would score the run likely.
3-1, right? Or 3-2?
3-2 on the called strike on the stolen base. Here's the payoff pitch. It's a little flare foul ball into the stands. 3 runs on 7 hits and an error for the Studs. 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for your Merchants. Ponte on deck. Swim. Takes ball 4 upstairs. And 2 base runners now for Brody Ponte with 2 away. And the Merchants threatening to retake the lead.
Stepping to the plate now, the first baseman, Brody Ponte.
0 for 3 with 3 groundouts for Brody Ponte. Bishop on deck, the DH. He's also 0 for 3, should he be necessary. Bottom 7.
Come on, Colin.
Colin Meyer, 17 pitches. 8 strikes. This ball bouncing in. Good stop by Furia. Some late work in the Merchants pin. Still wearing a slicker, so we're not sure who that is. The 1-0 outside. 2-0. Ponte working himself into a hitter's count. Here it is. The 2-0 is lined right to the shortstop. A great play to end the inning. Merchants strand of pairs. We head to the top of the 8th inning. 3-3 your score. Welcome back. Top of the 8th inning. Christian LaPierre still on the mound. He'll face Thomas Wheeler, 2 for 2 tonight. First pitch well away for ball 1.
Outside.
Yeah, that's right. I have that too. Just a bit outside. I don't know if I should do it.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm deeper.
Kyle Bow on deck. Three. This pitch, well hit ball. Jackson Swim charging in, and it's going to be played on a hop. A single to lead off the inning for Thomas Wheeler will bring up Kyle Bow. Bow climbs in 0 for 3 tonight, a pair of strikeouts. Light bunt defense on, bunt shown, foul off. 0 and 1. Aiden Hammersmark warming up for the Merchants. Bunt defense on for the Merchants. Move to first, not in time. Sikalis on deck.
Silent.
Michael Sikalis, 2 for 2 with a walk. Is next up.
Kyle.
Merchants could work themselves into a tricky spot here. This ball behind him, a wild pitch. They're going to say it hit him.
No, it wasn't well pitched. It was hit by
They're going to say it hit him. Yep. And runners on first and second for Sakalis. He's 2 for 2 in a big spot now for Christian LaPierre.
Now, it's Callis,
getting him up there.
number 25.
Still this season.
Sakalis left-handed bat. Merchants going to be playing bunt defense here. Corners in. Bunt shown, popped up, and no one can get to it. A foul ball. A golden opportunity for an out, but just out of reach of a number of Merchants. I'd like to thank you all again for watching this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. Tight one here for PIL supremacy. Runners on first and second, bunt defense on. 0-1 the count. Bunts. This one gets down, but foul. 0-2, and the bunt will be off with 2
I
strikes.
think sure what that about bunt. Maybe that makes it fair. You wait till it's
0-2, no outs. LaPierre looking for some help to get out of this inning. And Hammersmark in the dugout, or in the bullpen. Larson on deck. LaPierre from the stretch. He comes home. This ball bounces in, but everyone's nice stop indeed from Austin Oland. Everyone stays where they're at. 1-2. We cruise past the 2-hour mark in this game. From the stretch. Long hold. LaPierre delivers outside 2-2. Big jam for the Merchants pitching staff here. They've been able to work out of most of them this evening. Let's see if they can do it here. Outside fills the count at 3-2 with nobody out. Christian LaPierre yet to allow a run this game. This ball low and inside, full count walk to load the bases for the Seattle Studs. For those of you following along live on Point Streak, a scoring error was made
Fight now, number 15.
on which batter was responsible for the 7th inning. We will correct that scoring error before stats go final, however. It's a bit of a tricky procedure, and I'm not sure I have enough time to do it between innings. Bases loaded for LaPierre. Here's the pitch. It's lifted. Justice charging. It's short. They're going to test his arm. The throw home, and it is in time for the out. Jordan Justice with the outfield assist. What a play! And there's 2 away in the top of the 8th. A highlight reel throw from Jordan Justice. Retires 2 and gives LaPierre some needed help. Still 2 runners on for Peter Furia, but 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. That's got to wake up this Merchants team, as that's a huge play. Jordan Justice have a season. 1-1, the count will even. Jordan Justice has been making highlight reel plays in left field since the first game of the season, where he made a pair of diving grabs against the Redmond Dudes. From the stretch, the 1-1, and that's going to hit Peter Furia, the second hit by pitch of the outing for Christian LaPierre, and he'll reload the bases. But with 2 away, any out would end the inning. Josh Berry out. Likely won't see a pitching change, but we're going to take a quick break. 2 away, bases loaded, Merchants looking to get out of the jam. Welcome back. Matt Boisenalt pinch hitting in the 9-hole. First pitch from LaPierre, called strike on the outside corner. On deck is Landon Riker. Warming up for your Merchants is Melrose. The 0-1 inside, nearly catching him. 1-1. Stud's telling him to wear one. Get the running. LaPierre looking for an out of any kind to get out of this inning. He already got a heck of a double play in left field. This ball missing low and inside, 2-1.
What's the number? Who's that?
Pinch hitter Matt Boisenalt. The 2-1, chop foul.
We got a picture to 24. So,
LaPierre, a strike away from getting out of the jam.
sorry, I didn't see it.
Studs looking to capitalize here. Time called by Boisenalt. Steps out.
I didn't see it. So,
Merchants pitchers have worked out of jams all night long. Let's see if they can do it one more time and turn it over to their offense in the bottom of the 8th. LaPierre from the stretch. Comes home, swing and a miss for Christian LaPierre. A strikeout gets out of the jam. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 3. What an inning for your Merchants defense. Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th inning. Teddy Bishop climbs up 0 for 3 tonight. And what a half inning for the Merchants defense and pitching. Bases loaded twice for the Seattle Studs as the ball misses high. A fly out, play at the plate, double play for the first 2 outs. Then the bases loaded again as a called strike at the knees. And a full count strikeout to end the inning. 3 runs on 8 hits and an error for the Studs. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Merchants. This pitch got a piece of the catcher. Thought it hit Bishop, but it didn't.
Didn't it ricochet out him? Didn't.
Got the count at 2-1. As Peter Furia tries to shake it off.
That was weird.
I hope he doesn't throw the chew in his mouth.
I thought it hit the bat. I read the catcher.
It seems like it caught a piece of Bishop, but no one.
Yeah. Because usually catchers get the rebound because they can catch it. They should be able to catch it. But sometimes guys don't want to take a base either. They'd rather.
This pitch lined into center field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Teddy Bishop will bring up Austin Owens, the catcher. Cole Kramer and Aiden Hammersmark warming up in the Merchants bullpen. Bunt shown. Owen pulls back, takes the ball. In a tie ball game, Harold Pyatt's going to look to get that runner into scoring position as quickly as he can. A bunt's probably the way to do it. Quinton on deck, followed by Ramstead, especially with 2 lefties coming up. This pitch, bunt gets down and past the third baseman. Infield single for Austin Oland.
Third baseman, number 10.
7th hit of the Merchants in this game is an infield single for Austin Oland. Riley Quinton will climb up, and with 2 outs, you expect with no outs rather, you expect the bunt to still be on. Riley Quinton 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. A successful sac bunt here puts a runner at third with 1 away, puts the sac fly on. Bunt all the way for Quinton, and he gets down a beauty down the first base line. The only throw is to first. A sacrifice bunt moves both runners along. 2 on in scoring position for Jackson Ramstead.
The last man in
1
the
away.
order, Jackson.
So with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning, Merchants with 2 on, and the infield is in for a play at the plate. Kneeling on deck. He'd be followed by Kramer in the hole should he be needed. Kramer was warming up to come into this game as a pitcher. Here's the play. Called strike. Just catching a piece of the black.
Suicide squeeze?
Pretty decent speed at third base. Ball probably doesn't have to be too deep for Bo Blacken to send the runner. Large secondary lead at second. This ball fouled away. Oland is being very aggressive at second base with the lead, which you can be with the infield in. 0-2, 1 away. 3 runs on 8 hits and an error for the Studs. 3 runs on 7 hits and an error for the Merchants. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ramstead is going to be thrown out at first base, but a tight play as the runner at third had to be checked. Max Nealon 1 for 4 tonight with a single. He came around to score. Runners on second and third with 2 away. A huge spot for the Merchants lineup. Shane Melrose and Aiden Hammersmark warming up. Cole Kramer in the on-deck circle. He was getting warm. just a couple minutes ago. Nealon will look at a ball on the outside part of the plate bouncing away. If you're able to stay with it. Stud's pin is quiet.
I don't like that one. When I do that one, I think so. I don't know.
The 1-0 is a check swing, bad luck break. That ball bouncing right back to the pitcher, who throws over in time for the out. The Merchants leave a pair of runners in scoring position. We head to the top of the ninth inning in a 3-3 tie. New pitcher for your Everett Merchants is Cole Kramer, the second baseman. 2 appearances on the year, 7 innings pitched. He's given up 3 runs, all earned. 3 hits, 4 walks, and 12 strikeouts. He's 1-0, 3.85 ERA. New second baseman is Jordan Mello. He'll be hitting 6th instead of the designated hitter. Bishop is out of the game.
The Studs will send up the top of the order.
Leadoff man Landon Riker will face Cole Kramer. Kramer has power for days in his fastball. He's used it to his advantage in his 2 outings this season. No margin for error here. The pitch upstairs, ball 1. Tight moments here in this beauty of a ball game. What more do we expect from these 2 ball clubs? Ground ball played on a hop to Quinton. The throw across to Ponte in time. 5-3 the put out for out number 1. Kyle Strash 0 for 3 with a sacrifice. Grounded into a double play as well back in the 3rd. Strash, the second baseman for the Studs. First pitch is a slow looping breaking ball, just missing high. The wind and the 1-0 check swing called strike anyways. 1-1. Nervous times here in Everett Memorial. 1-1, one away, top 9. This pitch is inside. Kramer can't believe it. 2-1. Harold Pyatt asking where that pitch was. I'd like to know as well. The 2-1 on the way. Kramer fouls it off. Strash fouling that pitch away into the stands. 2-2. 2-2, one away. Kramer, a strikeout artist, likely hunting for a K right here. Ground ball to Nealon. And he's a tough play off his glove. An error with one out. Kyle Strash reaching on an error. Tough break as Nealon, normally a sure-gloved shortstop, but a lot of time at third base might have changed. Maybe that different angle, changing things just slightly. It'll bring up Chase Anderson 0 for 3 with a walk. Kramer now with a runner on, got to take care of him. A called strike, a great pitch on the outside corner. Just finding a perfect spot on the outside. 3 runs on 8 hits and an error for the Studs. 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors for the Merchants. Here's the 0-1. A little low. Evens the count at 1-1. Merchants will be back tomorrow night against the Honkers. And Wednesday against TKB San Francisco. Both games starting at 7:05 here at Everett Memorial. The 2-1 called strike, or 1-1 rather, called strike. He brings the count to 1-2. On deck, Thomas Wheeler. He'd be followed by Kyle Bowe should they be needed. Merchants would love a double play ball right about here. The 1-2 is lifted into center field, misplayed, and that's going to be a base hit into center field. Ramstead having trouble with it in center field. They're going to send the runner, Nealon, the relay, the throw home, and it is in time for the out at the plate. My, oh my, what a play.
Did that go from anybody?
8-6-2 the putout. A double advancing on the throw. My goodness, what a play. Runner on third, 2 away. This ball grounded sharply to Jordan Mello, firmly grasping, throw across, in time, a tight play, but an out regardless, and the Merchants will have a chance to walk it off. A tremendous outfield assist, Jackson Ramstead to Max Nealon home to save the run. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning in a 3-3 tie. Welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Second baseman turned pitcher Cole Kramer leads off in the bottom of the 9th inning with a chance to walk things off.
Cole Kramer.
Cole Kramer climbs in. Kramer digs in, facing Meyer. First pitch, swung on, hit well into the right field gap, and it's going to be caught on the fly. Landon Riker there to make the play for out number 1.
Stepping to the plate now,
Okay, wait a minute. Who made last time?
number 6, Jordan Justice.
Jordan Justice climbing up 0 for 2 tonight. Reached on an error, a fielder's choice. He's been hit by a pitch and a walk, so he's been on base every time he's come up to bat. And also made a tremendous outfield assist to retire a studs runner at the plate in the 8th. Swinging and missing at the first pitch he sees for strike 1. Swim on deck. Here's the 0-1. It bounces in. Evens the count at 1-1. Should we play into the 10th inning, reminding everyone that we do play by MLB rules, so a runner would be placed at second base with no outs. Swinging and a miss. 1 and 2. Thank you all for watching this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you can be notified when we go live. 1 and 2 with 1 away. Justice swings. That's a chopper. This could be trouble to the shortstop. Throw over in time for the out. Quite a play by Chase Anderson. Will bring up Jackson Swim with 2 away. Merchants down to their final out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tie ball game. Brody Ponte on deck. He'd be followed by the new second baseman, Jordan Mello. There's the pitch. Outside. Called. Strike number 1. Looked a bit outside from my angle. But Brody Ponte on deck. Jackson Swim 0-1 with 2 away. Chance to play hero here for Jackson Swim. The 0-1, check swing, tough break, chopper right back to the pitcher. Shovel over in time. We're heading to extra innings, tied at 3. Welcome back, top of the 10th inning. Kramer still on the mound. Thomas Wheeler running at second base via the international tiebreaker rule. Kramer delivers. The ball is bunted. This is a passed ball. Gets through. Passed ball on a ball low. Passed ball advances the runner. 1-0 now, and a runner on third base. Disaster for Kramer to start this inning. Infield in already for a play at the plate. See if Kramer can work around some trouble. No one working out in the pin, so this inning is Kramer's. Here's the pitch. Swung on, well hit. Ramstead coming in. Jackson Swim, rather, makes the play at right. And a bluff home, but no throw is, or the throw cut off. No one going home is a huge out number one. Sakalas climbs in, 2 for 2 with a pair of walks as well. So Sakalas climbs in, lefty bat. Infield still in, and a tough out this game. 2 for 2 with 2 walks and 1 away. This pitch, line over the head of Brody Ponte at first base. RBI single, scores the run, and a finger wag from Thomas Wheeler at the Merchants dugout as he scores the run.
15, Larson.
4-3 your score. 10 hits now for the Seattle Studs, as the Studs lead 4-3. First pitch is a called strike.
We should score ours too. They're ready.
Larson takes a called strike. He's 0 for 4 tonight with a strikeout. The 0-1 is lifted. Ramstead under it. Tracking, and he'll make the play in center for out number 2.
Walking to the plate now for the Studs.
Peter Furia climbing up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch.
Frere.
Furia looking to give the Studs an extra insurance run here, as the Merchants are going to have a runner in scoring position to start the bottom of the 10th. Here's the pitch, line drive into left field. Jordan Justice on his horse to try to cut it off. It's going to have to play it off the wall. The throw coming in, and they're going to hold the runner at third. Second and third on the double down the left field line. And they likely send the runner if Jordan Justice is down left field. He's already proven how strong that arm is. And Kramer in a big bit of trouble here. Out comes Harold Pyatt. We'll take a quick break. We may have a pitching change here.
No one's warmed up.
Welcome back. Kramer staying on the mound for Everett. Boys and Alts. 0 for 1 with the strikeout.
Batter number 24.
First pitch called strike. Runners on at second and third, 2 away in the top of the 10th inning. 4-3 Studs. This pitch is grounded. Nealon's got it. The throw over is in time for the out. A mighty big out number 3, and the damage is limited to 1 run. Merchants 1 to tie, 2 to win the game in the bottom of the 10th. Welcome back. Brody Ponte will lead off the bottom of the 10th inning with Jackson Swim on at second via the tie-breaking rules. Ponte already squaring a bunt. Here's the pitch. It's a good bunt down the third base line. Ponte's got a chance to beat this one out. He just won't. 5-3 the sac bunt. And now a runner at third in Jackson Swim. And Max Nealon looking to put this ball up in the air. Jordan Mello will hit.
33, Jordan Mello.
It's his first at-bat of the game. Defensive replacement for Cole Kramer as he moved to the mound. Mello on the season. 143 batting average. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Swim just needs to get, or Mello rather, just needs to get this ball up. Get it up, get it out. Jackson Swim has good speed at third and tie this game. Big spot here, infield in for the Studs. This pitch called strike. On deck is Austin Oland. Riley Quinton behind him. The wind end. The 0-2 pitch is lifted sky high, but it's in the infield. Getting over to foul territory and making the play is Charlie Larson. And the Merchants are down to their final out. Austin Owens needing a base knock to score a run.
Have to look at the numbers on the other page.
Meyer comes home. This ball lifted, gets out of play. Just gets out of play behind the netting behind home plate. Meyer getting a little bit of rosin. On deck is Riley Quinton, but Austin Nolan must reach for the Merchants, so this game is over. Here's the pitch. It's a check swing foul ball. Tough luck foul. And the count is 0-2. Merchants down to their final strike. Oh, and 2 away, bottom 10th. Owens. Check swing. He did not go. 1-2 the count. A very reluctant check down to first base. Didn't look like he was even close to going. One and two away. Bottom 10th inning. Jackson Swim 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. It's upstairs. 2-2. A base hit ties the game. 2-2, 2 outs, bottom 10th. Here's the pitch. It's low. Fills the count at 3-2. We'll see a payoff pitch. Owens being patient, working an 0-2 count to a full count with 2 away and Jackson Swim on at third base. Here's the payoff pitch. It swung through and missed, and that will do it.
They are correct this evening. The final score.
The Everett Merchants fall to the Seattle Studs 4-3. The Seattle Studs extend their lead in the Pacific International League to 1.5 games. We'll see you tomorrow night against the Northwest Honkers. Final score 4-3. Your Merchants fall to the Seattle Studs. Until next time, I'm Sean O'Connor, the voice of the Everett Merchants. Have a good night.